Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel.
I'm supposed to say that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm the bald shredder.
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, alright. Hey guys, welcome back to the bald shredder channel. How was that?
Eh.
Hey guys, we've got a special guest today, Joe Mashed Potato.
How you doing?
Now, Joe here, he's a guitar player, and I first met Joe because a while back, you bought my black Harley Benton guitar.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, Joe also has a YouTube channel. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
It's ThrashPotato. It's a little goofy channel.
Yeah. And you do a lot of guitar stuff, but you're kind of into like the heavier thrash bands. Like, what are
Right.
some of the bands that you talk about in a lot of your videos?
Mostly Metallica, Pantera, Slayer. But I'll range. It depends. Motley Crue's also a good one. It's a wide range. Anything from '80s, just '80s metal to '80s thrash. You could throw some hair in there. I'm not. I love hair metal. It's all great.
And he's got some really cool videos, guys. I'm gonna have a link to his channel down in the description, so go and check it out. He puts a lot of time into his videos. He's got like all kinds of crazy animation and things going on. It's really fun videos, so definitely check that out. So when did you first get into guitar and like heavy metal music? Was it when you were a kid, a teenager, and how'd that happen?
Oh, I'd say probably about 12 years old. I was hanging out with a buddy of mine, Arturo Madrid, out in Riverside. He's kind of known now, but back then none of us really knew how to play or anything. And he picked up a guitar, and he picked it up so quick that I ended up trying to copy him and mimic him. And it started off with things as simple as like a Inner Sandman riff, and he just progressed all the way to Yngwie Malmsteen, and I just couldn't keep up as much. So I kind of stayed more in the thrash, even though he excelled. But oh yeah, ever since I played my first, I think it was Smoke on the Water, I fell in love. I've always been.
So
about
when you were
the
12?
Yeah, about 12. Yeah.
I think that's the same age that I was when I started playing.
Oh right, heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember what your first guitar was?
I sure do. It was a Harmony H830, I think H830. It's the standard Fingerhut edition of the Harmony guitar. Very super generic. I'm actually got stolen. I'm trying to find another one.
No way, because my first guitar was a Harmony.
No way.
I got it for Christmas. I think I was 12 years old. It was from the JCPenney catalog.
Awesome.
That's where my parents got it, because I remember seeing it in the catalog. I knew I wanted to play guitar. I wanted a guitar, and I just kept that page open in the those big thick catalogs I used to get, and just begging my parents. And anyway, yeah, it was a Harmony. So who would you say guitar wise are like your favorites or your biggest influences?
100% it probably has to be Dimebag Darrell. That's just only because I think the first time I heard the rhythm of Cowboys from Hell, the song, it was just blew my mind. But once he started hitting that solo, that was something from that point in my life I don't think I've ever heard before. And there's been people that play more intricate solos and people that have played even less intricate solos since. But when it's it's almost like your first love, your first car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the first guitar player that just did it for me. Oh yeah.
What do you think about the current status of Pantera out there playing with Zakk Wylde on guitar?
Me personally, I think it's incredibly cool. I mean, I know a lot of people are super divided about that, and I understand it. That people are saying you can't have Pantera without Dime, and I believe that's why Zakk is always saying that this is a Pantera tribute. That they're not claiming really to be Pantera, but at the same time, you got to see the other two guys. That was their band as well. So I think if they want to celebrate, they've showed the respects and waited till it was the right time, and I think they did a good thing. I think now the younger generation can get an idea of how cool it was back then. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good idea.
You have any plans to go to one of the shows?
I'm trying to, yes. Oh, yes, I'm trying to. I'm going to see one. I'm sure they're going to do it more than just this summer, so I'm hoping that if I don't hit the summer that I will see one of the shows, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Joe here is kind of getting into a bad habit of wanting to buy guitars from me that I don't like.
Well, they're great guitars.
He bought the Harley Benton, and I did a bunch of videos on that, and I wasn't really happy with that. But this just goes to show, guys, that any particular guy, you might have somebody who really doesn't like it, and then you could take that exact same guitar, give it to another guy, and they could be like, yo, this guitar is awesome. And that's what happened with the Harley Benton, right?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened with the Harley Benton. It was. I mean, the factory wise, it didn't come great. There's 100%. But I mean, once we got it together and got it playing again, it was. I think everything you didn't like about it, I think I liked about it. The smaller frets, the thicker neck. That's right up my alley. Yeah. Yeah, it's still one of my number one players that I play like quite a bit actually.
Okay, so speaking of guitars that I don't like that you want to buy, Joe wants my white Kramer Beretta Special.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay, well it's right there. Grab it.
Oh, I didn't even. Ooh. Yeah,
check it out.
That thing is amazing.
Have you checked out any of the Kramer Beretta specials yet? Or
No.
This is the first one?
This is the first one. I just known I've always wanted one, and if I'm gonna actually end up picking one up, I mean, what better place? I might as well get it from somebody that I've purchased a guitar from before. Great dude that give it a nice new home. Yeah, I've always wanted one. This is the first time I'm actually picking one up though, and. Am I glad
you like the color?
I love the color. It's very this guitar, and I mean as soon as I seen the video, I thought this thing just screams just 80s metal. This thing is amazing. Yeah. Everything about it, the color, the one pickup, you know what I mean? The neck, the hockey style, this thing's great, man. Yeah,
I love the look of it. But for me, there was two things that kind of sort of killed it for me. I don't know if you noticed, it's pretty on the heavy side.
It is.
For like a Strat style guitar, it's like, I can't remember what it was. It was like 8.5 pounds or something. And then the neck is thicker than what I like. I like a thinner profile. But as you just said a second ago, you like the thicker necks. So hopefully this is going to be good for you.
Yeah, the neck already feels great to me. It already feels great. And the body, I didn't mind because I did watch a video about the weight, and this is actually about the same weight as my Dean ML, so I'm pretty used to this. So
you don't mind the weight?
Not at all. No.
Okay, well you have a real man's leg, and I'm a little more on the wimpy side, so I just can't handle that extra weight, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's wife's fried chicken. It's the greatest. Yeah, but this guitar is right up my alley. This is I like the thing. It feels great in my hand.
All right, you want to play it a little bit?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right, let's plug it in and check it out.
All right. Oh, I love it. This thing sounds amazing already right off the get. The first thing I'm going to do is actually plug it into my Randall RG80 with my EX Inferno pedal and just see how quick I can get the old 80, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it sounds great. The action's great. The neck is right up my alley. This is perfect. You know what I mean? The body weight, that's, I got a little bit pushing him out a little bit, but other than that, it's right up my weight and everything. This thing's perfect, man. Like,
okay, I'm curious about something. I have a question. I see you have the guitar on your left leg. When I play, I always have it on my right leg, and I guess people have different preferences, but do you always play with it on your left leg?
Yeah, and that's only because right after that first guitar that I got, everything else that I've ever played or ever owned, except for the last few years, it was a V shape or an ML shape, or so it's, if you play one of those on this
you
leg,
have to have it. Yeah, so the V kind of goes like that.
Yeah, which is crazy because I've seen photos of like Dimebag Darrell, for example. He's playing an ML and he has it sitting on this leg, and it blew my mind. I was like, how is he doing that? How did he do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I always have to sit cradled in the middle. I suppose.
Yeah, because that changes the position of the neck.
Right.
So like your arm is further this way.
Right.
And you're used to that. So even though you're playing a guitar that doesn't have to be on your left leg, you're just used to that position.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm glad it's going to a good home. I'm glad it will be used and loved.
Oh, most definitely. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, cool. All right, guys. So again, Joe, Thrash Potato or Mashed Potato. By the way, little known tidbit here. His name is Joe Mashed Potato because mashed potatoes is his favorite food.
That's right. You could tell.
Anyway, Joe, thanks so much for coming over. Enjoy the guitar.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, and I will.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.